Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard, I'm Penge, and welcome back to Choice of Life Middle Ages 2, where we've turned detective as we try to work out the identity of our would-be assassins. So we looked into our aunt a little bit last time, and it turns out that up in her room she does have quite a lot of maps that show the locations of lots of secret doors around the castle that we didn't know about at all, which is a little bit suspicious. And as we tried to investigate more into that, we ended up down here in the maze in the castle gardens, where of course we got entirely lost and had to be rescued in the morning, which was a little bit embarrassing, but there we go. I think we're okay now. I think we've gone inside, we've changed our clothes, we've had breakfast and a cup of tea, and now we're ready to go. So I think now what we can do is we can either go and take a look at the room of the wonderfully mustachioed Victor over there, or we could leave the castle grounds and go and look around Abathur's yard. I think though, because Victor is right there, we should go and pop over to Victor's place and just see what we can do over there. So here we go. Let's take a trip to Victor's. It's not too far to go. You find Victor at the entrance to the throne room. He's talking to a rich-looking nobleman. Okay, now is the rich-looking nobleman in on the plot to assassinate us? Okay, so we could go and talk to him. And look at that moustache. Look at that. If we do get into Victor's room, I'm expecting to find all sorts of, moustache grooming products. Waxes and creams and balms and all that kind of stuff. Also, thinking about it, does that mean that Victor is actually the bad guy? Because, bad guys do stereotypically sometimes have moustaches that they twiddle as they reveal their evil plan and laugh manically. And that's a very twiddlyable moustache, isn't it? That's a moustache that you could twiddle very much indeed if you were a bad guy. But, okay, so what can we do? We can go and have a chat with them and interrupt their conversation by the look of it. We can wait, or we can eavesdrop. I mean, we are a spy now. We're a good spy. So maybe we try and eavesdrop on what this conversation is about. Because if it is some sort of co-conspirator, we want to know what's going on. So let's try and eavesdrop. You hide behind a nearby column to hear better. Yes, Mr. Porden, once again you arrive here. Do you really think that today my answer will be different? Okay, cough or listen. Why would we cough? Why would we cough? We want to listen to what's happening. Why would we do that? Okay, listen to what's happening. Anyway, Victor, let's talk in your office. Okay, so follow them to Victor's office. Victor and the nobleman disappear behind the door. On the left, there is a balcony that faces the same side as the windows of the office. Okay, so we could knock on the door, or we could try to get onto the balcony. That does seem potentially a bit dangerous, but I think it's better than knocking on the door. Although we do have to take into account that we only have one heart left. And of course, if we do happen to fall off the balcony or whatever, then we are going to likely die. But I think that's what we have to do. Knocking on the door is a kind of last resort. If we fall off the balcony and die, then we have to go knock on the door. But I don't really think we should do that, because that's just going to give away the fact that we're there. And then they're going to be interrupted and they'll know that we're there, and then they're just going to talk about something else and cover it up if they're conspiring against us. So do you know what? No, we're going to go to the balcony. And hopefully we don't fall off. You're on the top floor of the main building. Below you can see the castle courtyard and several courtiers darting about. Okay, so can we listen? Unfortunately, the office windows are locked away from the balcony. In order to get to them, you need to climb along the ledge. Okay, climb or a dangerous idea. I mean, both of those are things that are correct. It is a dangerous idea, but I do want to go climbing. Again, we've only got the one heart. Okay, hang on. You're definitely using your hands, and soon you'll find yourself at the window without any problems. Was that using our gloves? Did we use our gloves that we picked up from alchemy school to handle the dragon flame leaf, whatever it was? Did we use those to help us do some climbing? That's quite exciting. Ironhard has taken away our lands, forbidden us to independently establish rights on our own lands. Our power has been taken from us, says the nobleman. Again, that same nobleman with the amazing hat on. I assume it's a different person to the architect that we spoke to, but okay. Right, so listen to what's happening. Okay, so Victor replies, the king will think about your request, but you will hear the decision only when the southern crisis is over. Or do you want to ask the king of the south already? Okay, so now they're talking about us. If you deceive us, then we will take our power by force. Come with me, you'll explain everything to the others. Okay, so he's not happy with that. He's not happy. And if he's saying, okay, but if we don't get our lands back, then we're going to take everything back by force. Okay, open the window, bide our time. Okay, bide our time. Don't fall off and die. Nothing else is heard. Obviously the office is empty. You see the next picture in the courtyard of the castle. The next picture? What does that mean? What's the next picture? Victor and the nobleman get into the carriage and hurriedly leave the castle, and you remain in a dangerous position. Yeah, we're the king and we're just kind of hanging around a castle tower, not being very safe. Enjoy the view. It's time to go. I mean, I'm tempted to put enjoy the view. But I suspect what's going to happen is we're going to enjoy the view and we're going to fall and die. But maybe we won't do. Maybe we can just enjoy the view of our castle. And no, we've fallen and died. A great view opens up from your position, but the cornice breaks off and you fall down. Okay, right, do you know what? Let's go and do that again, shall we? Let's go and do all the same things. Hang on, so eavesdrop, and we'll listen in, and we'll follow them, and we'll go to the balcony. We'll climb up. Yep, there you go. Yeah, look, it must be our gloves. That's quite good. Right, listen in, bide our time. Okie dokie. Right, don't enjoy the view, because we'll die. It's time to go. Please get us out of there. Okay, that didn't help at all. That was no use in determining whether Victor is trying to assassinate us or not. I mean, I would assume not. I would assume if Victor wanted to assassinate us, he would have had many, many chances to do it. So I don't really think it's Victor. Okay, so now we need to go to Abathur's yard. So hang on, how do we get over there? No, not... okay, we go over here, don't we? So pop over here. There's a giant farmer over there. Okay, unexpected event. You must receive several people with petitions in the throne room. Everything else will be postponed for today. Arrange everyone for convocation. I'll manage it myself. What's convocation? I don't know what that is. I'm not quite sure what that is. Or I'll manage it myself. We'll go for strength in numbers. I don't quite know what convocation is, but we're just going to press the button. Oh, the castle work is disrupted, but at least you'll have a few extra heads in attendance for the audience. Okay, so we lost a point of, like, respect or whatever it is. We lost a crown point. Okay, so we're... okay, right, so we're holding court. Okay, Your Majesty, you could do great without an advice, but if it's necessary, we will provide support. 3 people appeared for the audience. Okay, call the peasant, call the knight, call the merchant. I mean, can we only call one? Or do we get to call all 3, like one after the other? I don't know. I mean... Okay, the peasant is first. I assume they're kind of standing in line, so let's talk to the peasant. They've got a good hat on. I like the hat. A bearded man in rags enters the throne room. The smell of livestock spreads throughout the hall. But that's okay. People have got to go out there and do the farming so we can enjoy lovely food at our feet. So, yeah, okay, that's fine. He's a good person. Your Highness, an illness has passed through the village, and my debrava got sick. My kids will be hungry without it. Could you give me some coins for a new one? Okay, what is a debrava? I don't know what that is. I assume as we give coins away, we're going to lose crowns. So if we put yes... Oh, no. We've picked one up. It turns out that a peasant was talking about a cow. Your advisors have been shamed and you are praised. Okay. Well, I assume it was an animal of some sort because, yeah, the kids will be hungry without it. So I didn't think it was a person or whatever. But okay, the advisors got told off for some reason. Okay, we see everybody. Okay, call the knight. Next up, a knight in shining armour with a rooster feather on his helmet approaches your throne. I like your style, knight man. Your Majesty, I am Sir Cedric von Gulfestein, the boredom killer, the loudmouth knight, and the sharp tongue. Wow. Oh, hang on, you've not finished your title. Sorry. Halston's son of the House of Gnuba. Please give me a new title. Okay, do you know what? I like that. His name is too long to say, and he's going, oh, really? I just want to have a shorter name, please. Can we not just call him, like, Sir Cedric the Knight? That'd do the job, wouldn't it? Abolish the old titles. Oh, no, hang on. Does he want... And this is confusing, actually. So does he want all those titles to be removed? Or does he want a new one to go on with that? Okay, for what merit? I think maybe I've misunderstood. I thought he didn't want all those titles. And he was like going, oh, this is so boring to say all my titles. Please give me a new title of, Sir Cedric the Brave. And he won't have to say all that. But no, I think he wants another one to add to that collection. Okay, for what merit? They are whispering to you that this knight with this request has already driven crazy all the counts in the kingdom. Okay, possibly not. Be off or abolish the old titles. No, be off. Just clear off. The satisfied knight leaves with a new title called The Loudmouth Knight. No, he's already called The Loudmouth Knight game. He's literally just announced himself as The Loudmouth Knight. Okay, fine, whatever. Okay, call the merchant. A businesslike man in an embroidered caftan and a wide-brimmed hat enters the room. Okie doke. Your Majesty, my merchant guild has made a deal to ship exotic robes from across the seas. Exotic robes. I want one. We can sell them to the royal court. Okay, so what does the council think? We need it. We're already stylish. No, we need it. I want some fancy new clothing, please. The green is lovely, but yeah, if we could get blue and yellow, that'd be amazing. Yeah, we need it. Oh, The merchant takes the money and brings in dresses for men and trousers with shirts for women. Your yard didn't appreciate the new fashion trends. Oh, okay, so we lost that thing that we gained from helping that man out with his cow or whatever. Oh, okay, there you go. Is that all? It looks like it. Fortunately for you, the audience is over and you can again go about your business. Oh, okay, just a little bit of holding court there. Right, to the kingdom. And I think, yeah, the only thing we can do is go to Abathur's yard. The only thing is, I don't know where that is. Where is Abathur's yard? Oh, it's all the way over there. Abathur has a little kind of keep type thing. Okay, well, let's go over this way. I assume we're not on our own. I don't want to have all the kidnapping trouble again. Okay, you're arriving in the domain of Abathur. While the guards are stationed, you're waiting for a servant and decide to do something with yourself. Okay, so play with the local child, play with spikelets, defiantly train with the sword. Okay, it might make sense to train with the sword. I mean, playing with a child, we're the king now, and we must have come of age, so we're 18 or whatever. That might be seen as being a little bit weird. Playing with spikelets. That's just running around in a field of corn, is it? How daring. I think maybe, to try and keep ourselves alive, because I imagine more people might try to kill us, I think possibly we train with the sword. You swing your sword, and it attracts the local kids. They surround you from all sides and ask you to teach them the same way. Yes, we are a master of the blade. A servant comes and offers to take you to the fortress. Okay, refuse and go alone, walk silently, or talk along the way. Let's have a chat along the way. Your Majesty, I will try to answer your questions. Okay, so there is the servant. So, how much do you earn? Where is the tavern? Tell me about Abathur. I can't quite recall you. We saw you at the hunt, I think, didn't we? Were you our kind of lead huntsman or something? His Lordship Margrave Abathur is a strict but fair master. Although it's not easy with him, we respect him. Okay, you're a good servant. What about something bad? Okay, you're a good servant. Would be nice. Thank you, sir. The servant is afraid of you, and you don't know what to talk about. You silently walk until you find yourself at the gates of the fortress. Okay, so let's pop in and have a chat. Your Majesty, on this I must take my leave. You will be escorted to the fortress. Okay, no, come with me. I can handle myself. No, come with me, servant. Come with me. I'm sorry, but I've been forbidden to enter. Other servants will meet you inside. Oh, okay. You are met by guards inside. They bow respectfully and escort you to the chambers of Abathur. Okay, so knock or break in. No, we'll knock. I know we're the king, but we have to remain some sort of decorum going on. So, okay, yes, we'll knock and go in. Abathur leaned over a large rectangular table on which a map was stretched and many figures were placed. Okay, he's doing some war gaming. He's doing a spot of Warhammer 40k. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. View the map. Inspect Abathur. Okay. I mean, surely we've got more time to inspect Abathur as the day goes on. Let's have a quick look at the map whilst we're there. This is a map of the kingdom, and the figures depict garrisons, fortresses, and cities. Okay. So is he planning some sort of military campaign that we don't know about? To what do I owe your Majesty's visit? Do you doubt my management of the lands, or do you simply have nothing to do? Leave the barbs for the servants? Or, well, no. Okay, no, that's kind of telling him off. That's saying, oi, back down, little bit, Abathur there, don't get above your station. Leave the barbs for the servants. Just look, the little prince is going to a man who can fight back. Ha ha. Aren't afraid at all. I can order to hang you. Wow, this escalated quickly. Okay, aren't afraid at all. I've been through a lot much more than you, and I know what to fear and what not. You clearly don't fit into the first category. Let's solve this as real men. Don't forget I am the king. Okay, let's solve this as real men is going to involve a fight, and I think he will beat us in a fight, because he looks like a hardy, fighty type, and we are not. So don't forget, I am the king. The king without support of strong vassals is not the king. So who is supporting you? My people. I'm working on it. Okay, my people. Let's say that. It's like I took your word for it. If you want my obedience, defeat me in a duel, and I will be loyal to you. Okay, get ready, Abathur, or maybe later. Do you know what? We've only got one heart left. Let's give it a go, shall we? Let's have a fight. Abathur throws a sword at you and prepares to attack. Take the sword right here. I better go. Take the sword, absolutely. Clattering armour, Abathur lunges toward you. Okay, now these are completely random. Got no idea what we have to do. So stick out a leg, step aside, or try and parry. I think possibly he looks like a big, burly, fightery type. I don't imagine him to be very nimble. So he's probably got a lot of strength. He's very good at your hitting with the sword. He's probably technically very good. But I think he's going to be a bit lumbering, possibly. So maybe we could try to step aside. You jump back and avoid being hit. Okay, that's good. Abathur keeps distance and teases you. Okay, so try a strong blow from above, several quick strikes, or a false hit. Oh, a bit of deception would go quite well. Maybe that'll trick him. Go for a false hit. You raise your sword, but instead of hitting, you kick Abathur in the chest. He staggers and backs away. Margrave looks vulnerable for a blow. Okay, don't risk it or hit hard. We're going to hit hard. Now, because we did just kick him, we kicked him and he staggered backwards. If it just said he looks vulnerable for a blow and we hadn't hit him, that would be him kind of luring us in for a bit of a trap. But I think because we did just wallop him, we'll try and hit him hard. You swing Abathur's... I never know how to say that. You swing Abathur's quirus, whatever that thing is, and it misses. Abathur falls to the floor and sweats. We get a little lovely crown type thing. Oh, botherations, he says there, slightly more in a different flowery language. I didn't think you would succeed. Your Majesty, you've just defeated an experienced knight. Will you accept me now? Oh, the nightmare of knights. Abathur is still amazed. He's looking at the damage to his armour. Okay, and the little picture that we've gained of the title is us with a knight impaled on our sword. Don't show that to the actual knights. That's not going to build morale. Undoubtedly. It seems to me that you will become even greater than your father. Thank you. Now answer the question. Okay, thank you. I'll answer your questions now. Did you try to kill me? Though there is no need. I mean, did you try to kill me? He's not going to go, yes, I did, and it didn't work. He's going to say no. But then saying, though there is no need, is a little bit of a weird thing to say. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, but I think asking him outright is just going to alarm him. That's just going to, really sort of, if he is the potential assassin, if he was the one who tried to kill us, that's going to put him on the defensive straight away. So we'll go for that option. Don't fully understand. I agree. I answered all the questions during the fight. See you again, Your Majesty. Okay, right, so we didn't find anything out there either. But, okay, so we go back to the castle. The ways are closed. Okay, so we can only go back to the castle then. So here we go, lovely walk, past a windmill, past a mountain, past some trees. Okay, back to the castle we go. And I think it's only the investigation thing over here. So, okay, pop over to there then. Look, giant farmer man. And whatever that thing as well. But I like giant farmer man. He can do much farming all at once. Look at that. It's amazing. That feels like we're doing no time at all. Okay. Oh, whilst we're here, actually, thank you to the many people in the comments who pointed out that our statue, the statue of us that we sort of requisitioned last time, is over there. It's over there in the gardens. I thought it would replace that statue there. So I didn't think to look anywhere else, because that one was a little bit kind of broken and covered in like weeds, whatever it was, wasn't it? So I thought we'd get rid of that one and replace it with our one. But no, our one is over there in the gardens, look. So yes, it is us looking sort of studios and reading a book and such, and that's quite exciting. So there you go. Thank you to the people who pointed that out, because I hadn't noticed that. So there we go. Right, back to the investigation. Torek thoughtfully examines some notes on his post. You interrupt it. Okay, so repeat introductory information about the assassins. I'm going to look for clues. Okay. About the assassination. We are not in a hurry. It's better to carefully consider the found evidence before accusing someone. I'll come later. What evidence is there? Who should we start with? Okay, Beatrice. So our Aunt Beatrice, she had quite a lot of maps up in her room of secret sort of, corridors and passageways and stuff in the castle, which was a bit weird. We have some clues now. What would you like to discuss first? Okay, important stuff comes first. Suspicious things. I'm not sure if this evidence is important, but it's still worth discussing. Oh, hang on. So we're going to talk about the marks on the clothing rather than the top secret plans of the castle. Oh, okay. Marks on the clothing. Looks like Beatrice frequently visits the royal garden. Perhaps this is a good place for intrigue or love pleasures. Oh, okay. So yeah, maybe it is where they go and do some sneaky stuff, or maybe it's where they go and have some, sort of unauthorized stalk letter writing shenanigans going on. I do not know. Okay, so not much. Okay, important stuff comes first. Here we go. Sheets on the table. There we go. Yes, some evidence is indeed more suspicious. Okay, sheets on the table. That is suspicious. Beatrice communicates closely with the architect of the castle. Maybe she's using these plans for some shady dealings. I suspect she might be. Okay, so that's that. So let's talk about someone else. So what evidence is there about Victor? Okay, what do you find out from Victor? A strange conversation. Does Victor have anything to do with the nobility? And behind your back, maybe he's planning another assassination attempt. And I suppose maybe with us out the way, who takes over? I actually don't know what the line of succession is after us. Who takes over after us? Because if it's our aunt, that puts her very firmly in the spotlight, surely. Let's talk about something else. I'm not sure if this is up for charges, but it's up to you. Okay, and then what evidence is there? Abathur. Let's discuss your visit to Abathur. We had a fight with him. Did he raise his sword on you? That's outrageous. Oh, I'm sorry, Your Majesty. Abathur is extremely straightforward, but he is a man of honour. Okay, so that's the evidence. I'll come back later. Have we got to pick somebody? I think we might have to pick a person. I think that's the only thing we've got left to do. I'm going to look for clues. Good luck, Your Majesty, you know where to find me. But that doesn't break anything, doesn't bring anything new, look. I'm going to look for clues. Just gives us investigation. So the investigation is over, I think. I think we have to sort of make a sort of choice now, do we? I'll come back later. Brings us back there. The introductory information, we've done that already. That's him saying, yep, okay, it's one of these three. We've ruled everyone else out. Not quite sure who it is. So one of those three people has tried to kill us. And now we've got to go and sort of nominate one. I know who wanted to kill me. I don't know who wanted to kill me. Who is it, Your Majesty? Is it Abathur? Is it Beatrice? Is it Victor? I mean, my gut is saying it's Beatrice, because she's got secret plans at the castle, which she could use to get people in and out and all that kind of stuff. Abathur, I think if he wanted to kill me, he probably could have killed me at any point in that castle. He could have got the servant to do it or whatever. So, yeah, I don't think it's him. I think he is actually quite, if he was a former knight, what incentive does he have to kill me? He's not going to get anything else out of it, I don't think. He's not going to sort of inherit the throne or whatever. She, I think, might inherit the throne. Could be Victor, possibly. It could be Victor. Maybe if he gets, some fancy noble on the throne, he gets, a big load of land or some money or whatever. Is he being bribed by the nobles? Have they got some sort of dirt on Victor and he's got to do it for his own sort of reputation or health or life or family or whatever? I don't know. My gut is saying Beatrice. I think it's her. She seems to have more to gain. I think if I'm killed, she might possibly take over, or she'll certainly move closer to taking the throne if she's not the next one in line. So, do you know what? Beatrice. Are you sure this is a serious accusation? I really don't know, Turek. It's a joke, haha, or of course. Of course, okay. Your Majesty, I will order to arrest Beatrice. You can visit her later in the dungeon. Great. Thumbs aloft. Okay, so we've just arrested our aunt. Perhaps incorrectly, I don't know. Where is the dungeon? Ways in the castle are open. Oh, it's right there. Oh, it's a tiny door, look. Tiny little door. Okay, let's go and talk to our aunt who's in the dungeon. You are standing in front of one of the cells in the castle dungeon. A statue-like guard is standing next to the wall of iron bars. Okay. Look into the camera. I'm not ready. What does look into the camera mean? There are no cameras. Okay, we'll pick that one. Pale, wrapped in a tattered dress. Beatrice looks quite pathetic. Hit the rods. Okay, so that's hitting the bars. Contact Beatrice or contact the guard. Okay. Let's maybe just talk to her. I don't want to whack the rods and sort of alarm her. Let's be, at least, she's in a cell. Let's be vaguely courteous. Let's contact her. Hello. Your Majesty, it's not my fault. Please let me go. I doubt, or you're right. No, I doubt that. Sir, I would never lay a hand on you. You are my nephew, my blood. How could I? There are evidences. Okay, what kind? What evidences, Your Majesty? What could you find out? There are some sheets of paper on your table. This is a circumstantial evidence, but at least it will be accepted. No, please forgive me. Stop it. Okay, we can get quite cross. We're going to get quite cross. I mean, is it her? I feel really bad, but I don't really want to accuse anybody without proper evidence. But there we go. Beatrice bursts into a heart-rending scream, unable to squeeze out tears from exhaustion. The guard turns to you. Okay, listen to the guard. Your Majesty, are you ready to pass judgment? Yes. I let her go. Let the court decide. Do you know what? If we're making this a fair land, we should let a court decide. I should not be judge, jury, executioner, everyone else as well. I think maybe let a court decide her fate. Got some evidence. If the people think that's right, then okay. If not, then maybe it's somebody else. Let's let the court decide, shall we? As you command, sir. Beatrice will be handed over to the court of nobility. They will listen to all parties and decide on punishment. It's over, finally. Or is it? Fair judge. Okay, that's nice. Later we were given the results of the trial. The nobles decided that Beatrice was guilty and sentenced her to death. Can we lock her up? Oh, crikey, is okay. Alexander and his retinue return to the castle after a long hunt. He predicts the moment when you leave the casemates and asks you to give him a word. Alexander was our cousin. Okay, did we just sentence his mum to death? Because I don't think I'd like to be alone with him, because he might get a bit killy. I'm listening, or don't give. Okay, I'm listening. Monster, you killed my mother! So, okay, yeah, it is him. Right, okay, I'm really sorry, but I think she did try to murder me, possibly. There was a bit of paper on her desk anyway. I had my reasons. Don't forget who you're talking to. I had my reasons. You said that it was your intuition and sensations. What? You kid, just because something seemed off to you? The king is not obliged to report, or the castle scheme. Oh, there we go. There we go. A child's drawing of a castle. Yes, that one there. Did she have the blueprints for the castle? So what? It could mean anything. The king is not obliged to report, or that's it. Now, I think he might try and kill us now. Yeah, that's it. Alexander restrained his anger, but said nothing. You were informed in the morning that he had left the castle. Okay, Alexander hasn't appeared at council and tried his best to avoid your company for several weeks. Once you noticed him in the garden, he was taking his anger out on the trees. Okay, come closer or dangerous. Let's go and stop him. Surely we've got a retinue with us. Please stop damaging the foliage. Please don't do that. I'm not angry anymore. I've thought about it and come to a conclusion. Okay, why hit the trees? I'm just practicing. That is great. I think you're going to try and kill us. I mean, I can see this coming. You telegraphed that quite well. That is great. Soon everything was as before. Or you just think so. Okay. So now, with the dungeon shut, okay, so whether it was or wasn't Beatrice, we've got no idea. We have no concrete evidence either way, but I think it was more likely to be her than anyone else. She had more to gain from it. Okay, so now we've got delegation of southerners or a royal wedding. Who's getting married? Okay, hang on a minute. The royal wedding is a non-required thing. That's an optional thing. Let's go and do that one. Let's go and do that. Is it us? Are we getting married? Your Majesty, the king befits to have a queen. I'm sorry, but don't you think so? I'm not interested. Are there any candidates? Can we marry whatever she's called? The lady, the cat lady. Her, Serpentine, because she's amazing. She's got amazing hair. Are there any candidates? Well, let me see. Serpentine, yeah. I would advise you to pay attention to the Countess of the North. Alice is famous for her beauty, and you will establish your influence in these parts. Well, who do you see as the Queen? So Alice, did we meet her? Did we meet her before when we were looking for the snowdrop thing? We met somebody up there. Was it Alice? Was it somebody else? I can't remember. Okay, so of course Alice. Are there any other candidates? Or the wonderful Serpentine, however you say your name, with your kind of wonderful cat ear hair. Yeah, that one. Her. The advisor thought and stared at the floor. Victor, have you seen her hair? But she's rootless. A royal is supposed to marry an equal. Well, no, we're going to change things around. We're not going to do that. This is a time for new royalty. We're going to progress, Victor, not stick with old ways all the time. I'm the king here. Your word is law. I will convey your invitation personally. As far as I know, she lives with a gardener. Yeah, out in the gardens. Your servant said you wanted to see me. Serpentine, we're going to say marry me, or you know what? I like you. Let's start with you know what I like you, rather than just going marry me. Let's have a nice chat first. You're also very pleasant, king. What is it for? Oh, okay, and then we dive straight in. Marry me. Serpentine was taken aback by your straightforwardness. Your Majesty, I don't believe. Did you eat something weird? I'm a commoner. Any noblewoman in your retinue would be a more attractive match than me. We've been through a lot together. You are very beautiful. We had such a good time. I mean, that implies something else happened. That kind of big heart thing does it not imply stalk letter writing? We didn't do any of that. You're very beautiful. We've been through a lot together. We have been through a lot together. When we met, you were a cat, and I've died loads of times since we first met. It's been terrible. Joe, we've been through a lot together. We'll go with that. Unfortunately, I cannot accept your offer. Your reputation will suffer because of me. You're right, I changed my mind. Doesn't matter. I'll survive. Yeah, it's you. You're the right one. You're the right one. Okay, the rumour about the rootless queen quickly spread throughout the kingdom. The nobility has stirred up against you. Okay, so we lost 1 crown point, but that's okay. I am sincerely glad that you've decided on the queen. Now I have to prepare for the wedding. May I know your wishes for entertainment? Okay, a night tournament, none is expensive, or a theatre. Oh, can we not have a night tournament and a theatre? Can we not say in the morning have nights and in the evening have a theatre? In the middle of the day have a nice lunch break or something, afternoon tea. Okay. I mean, a night tournament is very, very exciting, but a theatre is kind of more arty and a bit more dramatic, a bit more sort of intellectual and composed. That's a little bit more sort of showy-offy. And we have got a statue of us reading a book and looking thinky. Maybe we'll go for the theatre. A wonderful choice, my king. What wines does your majesty prefer? The most expensive ones, our own, cheap ones, the war is soon. Now our own, let's go for our own wines. Local, we're going to support local business. That's what we're going to do. Your wineries provided high quality and inexpensive wines for the holiday. I like that. My king, it seems the treasury is empty. It doesn't matter, it's a royal wedding. Sell something. Okay, let's go and sell something. What can we sell? Oh, okay, we've sold that ring. Your ring was worth a lot of money. It was enough to pay some expenses, but you lost a family heirloom. I didn't realise we were going to sell that. I thought maybe sell a spot of land, or I don't know, an old building, or I don't know, some jewels or something, but okay, no, we've got rid of that thing. All preparations for the wedding have been completed, and the wedding ceremony has begun. Oh, Serpentine, we've been through much together. When we met, you were a purple cat, and I was a mere young lad about to be kidnapped, and now you're a purple cat-eared lady, and I am the king, and we are going to get married, and it's going to be glorious. Let us have a little bit of a smoochy. There we go. Serpentine, who was just a cat, is now your queen. Okay, since you're my husband now, can we have some fun? Yeah, I mean, go to Abathur's place. He's playing Warhammer 40k. Go over there, and we can have a game of 40k with Abathur. Is that what you mean, Serpentine? Is that what you mean? I assume that's what you mean. Yes, absolutely. You're having fun in the thick of the crowd until a wrinkled hand grabs you by the shoulder. Oh, okay. Somebody's ruining the wedding, are they? Oh, it's Fabian, the old man who did have her captured. We had to go to his tower. He had this sort of spooky tower with the mist around it. It was him. And then, yeah, we kind of convinced him. That was it. We convinced him that we were our dad. And then he sort of let Serpentine go. And then she turned back into a person. Congratulations, Einhard. Old rogue, you found yourself a young wife. Hee hee. Okay, thank you. Fabian bowed and sat down at the common table. It's that nasty mage. Okay, play a trick. Drive the mage away. Let him have fun. I don't want to play a trick on him, because I don't really think he's sound of mind, or he's a very good actor. It seems a bit mean to victimise him. So maybe drive away. Let him have fun. I mean, it might possibly end up killing us. We'll let him have fun. You persuaded Serpentine to forgive the decrepit old man. Okay, a drunk commoner has snuck into your feast. He goes from table to table, tastes all the food, and gets on guests' nerves. Okay, kick him out, let him enjoy the food. Do you know what? Let him in, it's fine. The guest mistook the commoner for a jester and laughed at him. When the man sobered up and realised everything, he left your holiday. I assume means like sort of party type thing, but okay. The servant brings you a drink, in the aroma of which notes of fragrant herbs and spices are felt. Okay, drink, don't drink, smell it. This is immediately very suspicious. Okay, smell it. We're quite good with sort of, chemicals and stuff like that, and, ingredients of things. Can we smell something a bit dangerous? In the mixture of the aromas, you felt the herb from which poisons were brewed at the Academy. Our time at the Academy has been really good. Now, I am intrigued, because, of course, in this game we didn't have to go to the Academy. The Academy has done great things for us. It's really helped us out lots of times. But you don't have to go there. So I wonder what would happen if you didn't. Would we have gone to, I don't know, could we become a sailor? Or could we go and become a fighter or something? And how'd that help here? That's quite intriguing. Okay, so somebody's trying to poison us. You aren't looking for entertainments, they find you. A brave knight offers you a duel for glory right here and now. Are we not going to do anything about the poison drink that somebody just offered me? I kind of think possibly that should be looked at. Who else has drank that? Oh dear. A brave knight offers you a duel for glory right here in it. Go on, let's have a fight. You overdid it and killed the knight. What? Servants rushed to clean the blood from the floor, and the mood of the guests was overshadowed by the incident. Serpentine, I'm really sorry. I was looking at some fun sparring, but I appear to have killed a man. I do apologise. The servant brings you a drink, in the aroma of which notes of fragrant herbs and spices have fell. Okay, right, it's you again. Catch the servant. The guards threw the servant in the dungeon, but he never told who sent him. For this, he paid with his life. Okay, my king, can we dance? I was about to propose. You're married. Propose dancing. Okay, right, I see what you mean. Serpentine joyfully jumped in front of you, and you inadvertently remembered how she'd been a cat. You've married a cat. You are dancing and notice how a picture in front of you turns into a solid colour spot. Shift to the side or spin harder. Hang on, what? You are dancing and notice how the picture in front of you turns into a solid colour spot. What does that mean? If I had too much to drink? I suspect maybe I've had too much wine. Shift to the side, spin harder. I don't understand what this means. I'm going to spin harder. You gave yourself completely to the fun and everything went well. Look, it's Velas. Will you have a drink with me? Yes. Of course, or you can't. You're the queen. She can have a drink like anyone else can go. Of course, absolutely. You drank several bottles of the best wine and didn't notice how you ended up in the royal chambers. Oh my goodness me. Oh God, I'm so tired. To the bedchamber, I'll party a little more. Well, no, she's back up here. I can't go back downstairs and go, yeah, I'm going to go and bust some moves downstairs. See you in the morning, wife. No, we're going to go to the bedchamber and read a nice book. You lay down with your queen, and we're quite tired and we have a nice sleep. Okay, there we go. The next morning, you woke up next to your queen. We didn't get murdered in our sleep. She hasn't murdered us. Let's just check, though. Is she still a person? Is she still a human? She hasn't reverted to being a cat or anything. Okay, so lie in bed. Feels like you're the best queen in the world. We do, because she used to be a cat, and that's incredible. Okay, right, so we picked up a heart. That's a good thing. The ways are closed, royal wedding. So now we've got the delegation of southerners. Okay, so this is now the big issue. Delegation of the Southerners. Your Majesty, a southern delegation has arrived at the castle. What do you order to do? Meet with respect, because that is what we do. You stage a pompous reception and increased your authority. The things at the top are looking pretty good. A feast was arranged in honour of the arrival of the ambassadors. The nobles and ambassadors of the Southerners, led by Sergio, are gathering. You need to be present. Dress like a king, dress in simple clothes. Oh no. We're going to dress like the king, because that's what we should do. Stylish. They put on a corset and a codpiece decorated with stones. Yes, I am the king of style. Give me a style crown. Your appearance outraged both ladies and husbands, though everyone began to dress the same soon. We've got a codpiece on with stones on it. Okay, that is wonderful. And we're now stylish as well. We are fabulous. In the midst of fun, Sergio rose from the table next to you. He wants to talk to you. Okay, that's what we're here for. We are here to do a chat. So do you know what? Let's have a talk with Sergio. And the courtiers didn't like that you interrupted the fun, especially because of some southerner. I think the courtiers might need to just get over themselves. Okay, so we lost a crown point. That's okay. Thanks for the feast, but we're not here to have fun. We came with a demand. We can do that later, or listen. Okay, no, he is right. They did come here for a purpose. We're going to listen to his demand. If you value peace in your kingdom, I demand the return of the lands your father took. So, can't wait. How is it? Or advisors? I don't fully understand what the response are. Can't wait for a fight? We look fighty. He's got a fist ready in the picture, so he looks like he's fighty. How is it? How is what? Or just call the advisor. How is it? I'm going to ask that. How is it? Our army's at your doorstep. If you won't, the fortress of the valley will fall, and your whole kingdom will fall right after it. Okay, so get out, I declare war. Everything will remain as it is. I kind of want to give them their land back, because Dad took their land, in potentially an illegal way. Can we not give it back? Everything will remain as it is. It won't be the same. You can save the lives of your people if you agree now. You will lose the lands anyway, but we promise not to touch you. Your threats have tired me. Get out. Why? I don't want war. No, I don't want war. War will be bad. People are going to die, and we don't want our people to die. So we'll go for that one. I'm a bit concerned that this is going to be some sort of trap. we're going to say yay, and then we're going to get we're going to get nobbled by the nobles, as it were, because they're not going to be happy. But yeah, I don't want any war. The hall held its breath. Few expected such an answer. Then we're agreed. Announce that you're giving away the land. I mean, yeah, it wasn't ours in the first place, really. Dad took it illegally against an alliance that he had with the South. So, I mean, really, we are doing the morally correct thing. So, okay, we're giving away the land. The whole hall of your subjects gasped. Advisors are beginning to argue with you. Okay, so we lost one of those crowns, but we have got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think, in total. That's quite good. Your Majesty, excuse me, this is unreasonable. Most of our income comes from the eastern lands. Sir, should I change my mind? Quiet, I'm the king here. No, we do the right thing. We rectify our dad's mistakes, we undo what he did, which was wrong, and we put things right. That's what we're going to do. I am the king here. Alexander, who's popped back up, says, you've gone crazy. How dare you? A wise king will avoid war. Absolutely. Alexander abruptly got up from the table and left the throne room. Cheerio, Alexander. You have made a wise decision. Give orders to your messengers to spread the word. Give the orders. Okay, peacemaker. The feast was long remembered by the triumph of the Southerners. The courtiers had been in a depressed state for a whole month. Oh dear. Right, we've upset everybody. Your Majesty, I have bad news. Margrave Abathur, Abathur, okay, rebelled. The scouts reported that he'd led the rebels toward the castle. The rebel must die. How strong are their powers? Oh no. Oh no, are we gonna get rebelled to death? How strong are their powers? Abathur gathered a decent army. They look determined. Okay, the rebel must die. Can we reach an agreement? Okay, can we have a chat? I'm afraid no. Abathur lost the lands he fought for and risked his life under your father. He has nothing to lose. Oh dear. The rebel must die. Can't we just capture him? Can we put him in a prison? Why do we have to go stabby everybody? You're right, Your Majesty. I will prepare soldiers to put down the rebellion. Oh my goodness me. Rebels and overgrown wall. What is overgrown wall? Okay, so we've given the lands back. Hang on, can we go out there? Can we go and have a look around? I'm just going to look around the outside for a second. Yeah, if we go to the kingdom and look around. So this was ours, and we gave away the east. So the south is obviously here, because that's the south. So I assume, yeah, we gave away that chunk of land there, did we? That's then gone back. Oh no, maybe that bit as well. Possibly that bit. Because, yeah, that's where Abathur's castle is. Oh, there's a little kind of encampment out there now, and over here. Was that there before? I don't think that was there before. That's quite exciting. So the kingdom has got rebels, and the castle has overgrown wall. Hang on. Go back to the castle. Where is the overgrown wall? Is there a hole in that wall, or is it somehow structurally weak? Can the rebels use that to get in or something? It might be worth having a quick check over there. Overgrown wall. Resting on a bench in the garden, you stared at the dilapidated, ivy-covered castle wall. It seemed to you, in some places, it was decorated with worn symbols. Call someone from the retinue. Examine everything by yourself, or do nothing. Call somebody in. Just check I'm not going mad. None of the courtiers knew anything about the symbols. Okay, examine it ourselves then. You rub the wall with your sleeve and notice 3 symbols, each of which is located on a separate stone. You get the feeling that these stones can be pushed. Okay, so hang on, which stone to push? So there's that one there, there's that one, and there's that one. I don't know. I have no idea. Which one do you do first? I mean, that's got a shiny bit of what looks like a jewel on it. That one's got a pointy thing. That looks like it's the thing that was on our sort of royal ring thingamajig. Let's push that middle one. Go for that one. The stone remained pushed, and the sound of some mechanism was heard from behind the adjacent part of the wall. Oh, okay. At the adjacent wall, from which the sound was heard, 3 more stones with symbols were found. Oh, hang on, are we supposed to build up the thing? Well, it's that one. It's that one, isn't it? Because it's got the blue thing in it again. So I assume we're building up the whatever the blue symbol would be. Push that one. The stone remained pushed, and the sound of a mechanism was heard from behind the gardener's house. Oh, this is exciting. You went to the gardener's house and found 3 more stones. Okay, that's the final piece, but look at it. It's got the blue kind of gem thing in it. The wall behind the house began to slowly lower. Okay. You've opened a cache with 3 chests full of jewels. Call the treasurer. Oh, this is amazing. That could fund the war effort for ages. Treasure hunter. The treasurer counted the jewels and ordered everything to be delivered to the treasury. The news of this discovery has raised your status. Yeah, check us out, hunting down treasure. The stones returned to the original position. Okay, so can we try again with the other pairing then? So that's the one with the blue sort of gem thing in it. This has got a pointy spike. So check that. Okay, and then go for the other pointy spike. Okay. And then go for that one, because that looks like it's going to have a pointy spike on the end of it. Now, is this some sort of trap? Possibly. It is. You heard a sharp sound, and arrows flew out of holes in the wall. 2 of them ended up in your body. Ouch. Okay, that didn't go entirely according to plan. Do we try the other one? Do we try the finer one that we haven't done? The one that looks like the thing on our ring, which we don't have anymore, by the way, again. We haven't got that now. Okay, try again. So it's that one. So the one with the intertwining bits and bobs. So, yeah, that one there. And that one there, this might possibly kill us. It might possibly kill us, in which case we'll have to come and do all this again to get the treasure back. But let's give it a go. The water pressure in the fountain stopped, and the water sharply drained. The fountain moved from its place with a strong roar. The smell of damp hit you in the face. A spiral staircase leading to the dungeon appeared in front of you. Go down yourself, let the guard descend, or listen. Yeah, let the guard go down first, please. You sent 2 people, but they never returned. No one else wants to go. Okay. The guards are afraid of the abyss. They pray and say there is something down there. Send a dozen guards down the abyss. Go on our own. Do you know what? Whatever. Let's go on our own. You have to do everything yourself. You descended so deep that the sunlight hardly reaches here. You even have to go back and take a torch. Okay, so we're quite far underneath the castle. Now you can clearly hear the crunch of bones ahead. Oh, good. This is wonderful. You hid and peered into the darkness. The cause of the crunching appeared ahead, and you caught your breath. The next passage is guarded by a revived skeleton in the decayed remnants of clothing. Inspect, attack, or run. Okay, inspect the enemy. We might pick up weaknesses. They've got shoes on. I would have thought the shoes would be the first thing to go if you're walking about. So it's a party skeleton, because they've got shoes on, and they're playing a trumpet. Okay, fun. The skeleton wanders in a small radius and limps heavily on one leg. A rusty pipe gleams in his right hand. How do you know it's a he? Okay, so it's limping heavily on one leg. Could we take out that leg? Okay, attack or run? We've only got the 1 heart, which is a shame. Let's attack. We'll attack a skeleton. You fearlessly drew your weapon and prepared for the battle. Okay, the skull of the skeleton moves soundlessly in a battle cry, and the bony arm swings to strike. Dodge, prick it in the body, or strike it with a touch. Okay, try and dodge out of the way. You dodged, and it seemed the skeleton was upset that he missed. Okay, the skeleton continues to show aggression and makes a sweeping blow with his pipe. Okay, so either crouch down, substitute your sword in the path of the skeleton. Think if we crouch, could we then take its legs out? So crouch down, you deftly crouched and avoided the blow. The skeleton unsuccessfully stands on a lame leg, and you manage to jump behind him. Okay, so cut off the hand with a pipe, cut off the other hand. Yeah, if we just cut the hand off that's holding a weapon, it'll be weaponless. So, yeah, okay. A hand flew off into the wall with a crunch. That was handy. I won't do that again. The skeleton has remained unarmed. He's trying to find his hand on the floor now. Okay, chop it up into pieces. Thanks to your efforts, instead of a skeleton, a handful of bones remained. I mean, that's what a skeleton is. They're just kind of arranged in an orderly fashion, but okay. In front of you is a wall that's carefully guarded by a skeleton, but isn't anymore. Examine it before you touch it. A moss-covered stone wall, nothing else special. Okay, touch the wall. You felt for a small round hole, but did not have time to see what was inside. A crunch of bones was heard behind you. The skeleton gathers himself again and picks up its pipe from the floor. Damn you, continue the door inspection or run for... I am going to... While the skeleton rebuilds itself, I'm going to look at the door again. We might possibly die. Oh, we've died. Okay, right. The skeleton has killed us a bit. Okay, right. We'll give that another go. Oh, we got to do all that again. Have we got to literally do all that again? Oh, crikey. Okay, but hang on. Let me go and do every single thing that we did just there again. Could we? Oh, no, we can't go away and come back either, can we? Okay, this might take a while. Let's go and do all the same stuff that we did. And yeah, I am going to do the thing which shoots an arrow into us because we did that before. So yeah, we're going to cause ourselves damage intentionally. But here we go. Let's find some treasure, get hit by an arrow, and then go and fight a skeleton. Right, there we go. Back to where we were before. The skeleton's currently rebuilding itself and picking up its big old pipe from the floor. Don't continue the door inspection because we know what that does. So what if you just put damn you? Do we just fight again? Just to have another fight with a skeleton or run foul? Let's put damn you. So even in the dark, you found a wooden table and slammed your fist on it. The skeleton silently laughed at you. Okay, so we've managed to find a table to hit to express our fury. Bones clicking, the skeleton hobbles toward you as fast as decayed bones allow. Hit the skull, run for help, throw a bomb. We know how to make bombs. We know how to make those, and I think we probably have a few of them around. Do we have some? Yeah, explosive spores. Okay, yeah, let's blow the skeleton up. Because if the bones are all, absolutely fragmented into bits, it won't be able to rebuild itself. Let's throw a bomb, yay for alchemy school. The bomb hit the skeleton between the ribs, and there was a deafening explosion. You have a coat of bone dust, and the skeleton was no longer assembled again. And I assume also it can't be assembled because it's now in loads of dusty bits. The treasure door is finally in front of you, and nothing threatens you. That is better. Okay, examine the door. You groped a small round hole with a picture of the triquetra inside. A ring that you don't have would have fit perfectly here. Botherations! Oh no, okay, examine it a bit more. A ring you don't have. Oh, that's really irritating. Can we go and buy it back? We found a massive load of treasure in the garden. Can we go and buy that ring back? Oh, what's behind that door? What's behind it? Could be an amazing thing. It could be all the riches in the world and we don't know. Well, okay. You left the dungeon without trophies. Oh, that's really irritating. I want to know what it is. Oh, look, the fountain's gone. It has actually changed to that thing. What was there? What was it? I want to know what it was now. I actually really, really want to know what's down there. Oh, that's very irritating. I don't think we'll ever know. I don't think we'll ever get to find out because that's now gone. That's now completely gone and vanished out the game. We can't go back to it. We've sold the ring. Oh, that's really frustrating. Oh, well, never mind. Never mind, there you go. What can you do? You can't do much about it, eh? We sold the ring to top up the coffers, but now it's possibly cost us something else. I mean, for all we know, it could have been awful in there. Could have been a room full of, I don't know, big death spiders or something. But there we go, we might never find out. And with that done, I think we'll wrap things up for the moment with Choice of Life Middle Ages 2. I'm just very frustrated that we'll never know what that was. It shall have to remain a groovy mystery. Possibly at some point we could come back to it. I don't know, maybe it'll open up again because, as we just saw, yeah, the thing is still there. We can still get back down to that room. We just don't have the ring to actually unlock the door thing down there, which is a bit of a shame. But there we go, never mind. So, yeah, we'll finish things up for now. Come back next time. And where have we got to go? We've got to go and deal with the rebels. Okay, so now we've decided to give the land back to the Southerners. And that seems like the right, morally correct thing to do. People aren't happy about it. And now we've got to go and deal with a little bit of a rebellion uprising. But you know what? I'm sure we'll muddle through. We'll be okay. We know that we can best Abathur in combat because we did it before. So I'd like to think that maybe if it does come down to another fight, we can try and use the same tactics again and possibly beat him and then he'll back down or whatever. I don't know, but we'll find out next time when we come back and play a bit more. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here next time out in Choice of Life Middle Ages 2. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. For as we all know, with cake comes spiritual enlightenment and also happiness.
That smell is totally not coming from any dark elder gods. Nope, not even a little bit.
Okay, so a little picture of us on the wall, just to remind everybody who's in charge around here. Oh, and this person here is saying, Penge, you're my friend. Tom, you're my friend too. Nobody likes a soggy bottom.